this is Bobby with Renaissance Game Supply. So this is a CSV file from the sort that just got done maybe an hour ago. Just got back home. So what I did is I went ahead and formatted it to where I can start with Z and work my way towards A. Found it's just a little easier because it's the way I prefer to do it. So what I am looking for here is I just go line by line and make sure I have the add to quantity. This is what I'm going to put up to the store, and then I just make sure it's got the correct product name and whatnot. So there's 4 copies, as you can see, and the sorter picked up 4. So then I'll move on to the next one. You've been caught stealing. Where is that? I just had it. What did I do with it? Oh, there it is. So 2 copies of You've Been Caught Stealing. Sorry, go a little quicker here. Let's see, You've Been Confronted by Robbers. We got 6 copies of that, so that should be the white one. So there you go. Oops, let's put it 6 copies. So it's been pretty accurate, I've noticed, compared to Quick List. And I'm not saying Quick List is bad, and I'm not saying you shouldn't use it. I'm saying you probably should still use it. I use it when I'm uploading a multitude of the same card, and also if I'm kind of doing the same set and I already have it sorted out. I'll help the robot by just doing a set as well. But once the robot is done, I get this CSV, and this is way more efficient because I can use my time for other more important things. So let's use the keyboard here. So we're looking for a young red dragon. Should have 6 copies of those. There's all 6. So the accuracy is it's great. I love it. Young blue dragon, again 3. So far it does a really good job. The only time I've noticed that the magic sorter does not do a good job is if you're not watching it and it picks up extra cards and shakes them, but some new ones are still on there or whatnot and it's stuck together pretty well, and it starts moving it over and it drops them along the way before it gets into the pocket where it needs to. So sometimes that can throw off your inventory and your count here in the add to quantity, and that's why you want to eliminate that. Just double check and make sure that the robot has done what it's needed to do. I mean, nothing is foolproof, nothing is 100%, so that's why I always like to double check. You meet in a tavern for 3, so you look upon a Tarisk, there it is, and that's it. Oh wait, your temple is under attack. I skipped one, so I had 7 of those, and there's all 7. Oops, there you go, there's all 7. So pretty sweet. Z and Y is already done. Now I'm going to move on to W all the way to A, and I'll probably just let's go ahead and do this. I like to do this too, just to kind of get an idea of how much I scanned in, just to see what the average. And I don't really keep track of this, don't really care, because like I said, when I'm uploading cards, I upload like everything, so I don't really care what the value is, but I just want to kind of show you what's fun about this. So there you go, 930 cards total, I think. We're gonna find out real fast. Auto sum. Yeah, 930 cards, $36.35. Now imagine if you took a couple hours and you did that yourself. I mean, you wouldn't really make anything. And again, I mean, this is not like super high value or anything like that. But what this does is it just puts 930 cards into your inventory for minimal effort, and it's still $36.35 in, I guess you could say, equity or store equity, inventory equity maybe. I don't even know if there's a good word for it, but we're going to say inventory equity. Is some of this going to sell? Probably not immediately. The Thieves tools, I've been doing pretty good with those lately, so I'm glad I got 4 more. I have sold a lot of young red dragons, young blue dragons. Wayfarer's Bauble does fairly decent too. Veteran soldier. These are just some of the names just looking at that I can recognize. This Tabaxi Toucaneers, however you want to pronounce it. I've actually moved those. Slaughter the Strong, Sky Diamond. Unicorn decks, Pegasus decks. They usually see a Steadfast Unicorn splashed in there too. Skullport Merchant, I've seen those. This Sivris Nightmare Speaker, those move. Sea Hag, I've seen that move. Sharpshooter Elf. So you just go down through the list. Predatory Impetus and Poison the Blade, I've seen those. And these are just like stuff in the last 2 weeks. Owlbear, Shepherd. They're not like constant sales and valuable, and they move like every single day in every single order, stuff like that. But I've seen stuff like that move, just not this stuff. And that's why I want the robot to kind of go through some of these, I'm going to call them mundane sets, only because they're kind of lackluster once you get down to the common and uncommon level where I operate here. So this is why I'm super excited about having a robot do this kind of work for me. I get to go fishing and the robot's doing the work, so I like it, and I'm not wasting my time for a couple hours, and I'm still up 36 bucks. So the reason why personally I'm just keeping tabs on this is I paid about $1,000 used for this machine, and I did have to fix it up, so I lost a couple months of production where I should have been putting cards up online, and I didn't, because I would rather have spent my time more wisely dialing in the robot and getting used to it and getting used to some of the Linux commands and just getting really comfortable and familiar with making this thing operate. I'm not going to say flawlessly. It's operating consistently. The account or the accounting of the product is accurate. The sets are accurate. The versions there, the printings of the cards are accurate. So the condition is accurate. It's not damaging my cards as it's organizing. It's not damaging itself as it's organizing. So a lot of these commonalities or common issues that people are reporting they're having issues with, and the dissatisfaction with this robot, I'm not having that anymore. I've built in some efficiencies with it. I've made some modifications, and I made some adjustments, fixed a few of the pieces that were mechanically I thought were just causing some of the issues, and just kind of re-engineered it just a teeny tiny bit, made some tweaks on it, and it's doing exactly what I want it to do, and I'm super happy with it. So that's why I'm keeping track of what the total is of all my scans, and I'm just scratching it down on a piece of paper. It's not like I'm going to keep track of this information forever and go into a whole bunch of more analytics about it, because I really don't care. I just want to see it get to $1,000, because to me, once it gets to $1,000, it's paid for itself, and I know it's going to get to $1,000 really quickly, and I'm already up over $400 in scans and stuff like that very, very easily. I mean, some of them are $90 scans, so they just go up quick. Anyway, I'm going to probably bring this video to a close. I just wanted to kind of show you what's fun about working with this kind of a spreadsheet and this kind of data, because this is like really efficient. Let's see, where was it? I think it's the TCG market price, where I do have to copy this and put it into this column over here in order for it to have a successful upload. And the other thing is too, with this lightly played condition on a newer set, I noticed that the TCG market price column did not appear to have a bunch of zeros in it. So I'm just going to scroll down here just to kind of show you very appreciative that it's not riddled with a bunch of zeros, and I don't have to go and copy in the whole column, bring it over here, paste it, just to save it. So, oh, you know what? Jeez, I didn't even think. This is probably something somebody's going to notice right off the bat. I did this total wrong. That does not include the multiplier of the correct cards here. So what I would have to do is go in and probably the easiest thing to do is just, I would have to times this by this column in a whole separate column and then add all that up. So yeah, man, I messed that up. I wasn't thinking, but so there's way more than $36 here. I mean, it's probably up over $100 easily. So, man, I'm not too proficient with Excel, so I think I'm gonna go out on YouTube, see if I can find some videos about how to manipulate this data and this data to get the actual cost or actual value data in like a whole nother column, and then delete that after I'm done with the video so it doesn't mess up my upload. And the reason why I want to show you this too is when people want to sell a collection or make an offer on a collection, let's say that you're on Facebook groups, bulk collections and all this kind of stuff, or you're on eBay and you're trying to price what you want to buy, or you're on a Goodwill site and you like those auctions and you want to buy 5 pounds of cards, 10 pounds of cards, whatever, and I don't know how many pounds it takes and what the breakout is, whether a pound equals 1,000 cards or something. I don't know. I mean, I could probably do the math at some point and weigh it, but to me it doesn't really matter. What I want to say is, if somebody's offering you $5 for every 1,000 cards, I want you to know that if you're doing this, you're actually losing out on about probably $75 to $95 per every 1,000. Because as you can see, if I displayed it better here, you got 12-cent cards, you got 5 of those, so that's what, 60 cents? There's 24 cents. So you got 84 cents in the 7 cards. So you times that by each card price here, and it's gonna add up fast. I mean, like, look at this. You got 45 cents. You got 21 cents. You got 5 21 cents. So that right there is already over $1. You got 2 at 11 cents. You got 4 at 6 cents, so that's a quarter. And then this one here, you got 3 at 36 cents, so that's over $1. 29 cents, I got 7 of those, so that's almost $3, just under $3, and it's about $9. 22 cents, we got 2 of those. 19 cents, we got 1, so we got 16 cents, we got 5 of those. There we are again. 25 cents, we got 3. 20 cents, you got 5 of those. There's another buck real quick, and there you go, chain double, 14 cents a piece. We got 29 of those. Now I don't know if that number is correct or not, because I haven't verified it and actually proven that there's 29 there, but if that is correct, I mean, that's fairly significant value. And there's a lot of times that I will sell upwards of 100 copies of the same cards. So somebody that wants a bunch of chain doubles for their store, they're going to come to my store and they're going to see I have 29 of them. They're going to buy them at 14 cents a piece, and they ain't going to bat an eyelash, because maybe they're charging 20 cents or 25 cents in their store. I don't know. I mean, people can charge what they want and the market will respond. So here you go again. Here's another one. 28 cents, we got 5. 39 cents, we got 2. So it all adds up. Every dime adds up. I mean, just look at this. 23 cents, you got 4 of them. 25 cents, you got 5 of them. 29 cents, you got 5 of them. 28 cents, we got 1. But as you can see, it just climbs in value. And not to mention, here's the one thing that a lot of people don't mention. Oh, here we go, navigation orb, 35 cents, you got 7 of them. I don't know how else to explain this other than maybe using a fishing analogy. So let's say you got 930 cards. Let's say that I don't have any of this inventory in my store, and people are out there looking for particular singles out of the set to complete decks, commander decks, maybe some modern. Don't know. I don't know how much of this is modern playable because I'd have to look. That's a lot of research. I don't have time for it. I simply want to make a statement. So when you have that many cards and you have that many different cards, what you're doing is you're casting a wide net. And the reason why you want to cast a wide net and have numerous copies of a multitude of singles is if somebody's looking for numerous amounts of cards to complete their deck, they're most likely not going to go through 10 different buyers looking for their cards for their deck. They're going to look for 1 to 2, maybe 3 at the most, or sellers who have those cards. Now here at our store, Renaissance Game Supply, the intent is to supply all these singles, not just shit that is valuable. Because to me, it all is valuable. Everything. 10-cent cards, 1-cent card, $1,000 card does not matter to me. People are going to buy cards, and you need commons and uncommons to build decks. So that's what I do. That's what I've done since 2014 is to try to list every card I can get my hands on, whether it's a land, a basic land, an uncommon land, a tap land, a shock land, fetch land. I mean, you name it. I don't care what it is. I want it on the store as fast as I can get it and as many copies of it as I can get. So that's why we're running robots now. That's why we're taking CSVs and we're double checking the inventory. We're double checking to make sure that the add to store column is correct, or the add to quantity. And we're just double checking the price, matching everything at market price. So when I import it, I will match market price for what it is for that day that I upload it. And then like once or twice a week, I actually go through and I run the marketplace pricing tool and make sure all the cards match. I like to just stay right at that threshold of whatever the marketplace is, because for me, I've noticed it attracts more sales. So with a big, wide net of commons and uncommons, I'm attracting a lot of people trying to finish decks. And a lot of times people are going to trade for their valuable card, or they're going to buy it locally in their store. I mean, people buy it online too, don't get me wrong, but in my experience of 10 years, I've sold very few really super nice expensive cards. I have sold tens of thousands of commons and uncommons, and I've done really well with it. And I like my recipe of what I have for my store, and that's why I will always build my foundation of the store off of supplying local game stores. And I probably have 6 regular local game stores who buy from me, and it's kind of refreshing. And sometimes they buy 2 orders in the same day, and if I can get it packed up for them, I try to save them shipping as well. So sometimes it doesn't always happen because I've already paid for postage, got it out, and I come home and there's another order from them. So I can't really merge the shipping on that at that point, but I try sometimes. So yeah, so that's where we're at on this. So I just wanted to kind of show you, and what I might do is maybe I might do a smaller one someday, maybe like 15, 20, 25 cards, maybe even later tonight. And what I want it to do is I want the robot to sort it. So I'm going to show you how I'm loading it. And this is for people who've never had one of these machines. Maybe you're on the fence, you want to make a decision about it. I'm going to show you how to load the cards, how to set up the parameters and to kind of sort alphabetically or by set, and have it trip the CSV email to you. That way you can open it up, do what I did to just kind of manipulate it a little bit, check out what the price is and see if there's any value in there or whatever, because you're curious, you want to see what it all looks like. and then I'll show you how to actually upload it as inventory into the store and show you how seamless it really is. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap up the video with that, and hopefully I'll get that little video out. I don't know if I'll be able to get it out tonight or maybe first thing in the morning. So keep an eye out for it, and thank you all for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Hopefully y'all learning something from this, and that's what the main goal is. I'm just kind of showing you that you can make money with commons and uncommons, and yeah, eventually you can get to the point where you have robots doing it for you. It takes a while, unless you just have the money just straight up to go buy one. I mean, that's up to you, but yeah. Anyway, appreciate it as always, and take care.